Good morning, everybody. Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Just doing a quick update here to let everybody know and to show O.P.P. Spencer Mills 14716, O.P.P. ex-chief, O.P.P. Shannon Cork, O.P.P. Staff Sergeants, O.P.P. Robert Lucas, O.P.P. Robert Kane, O.P.P. mental health worker Shelley Huffner, O.P.P. associated mental health worker was Daily Tea Company here in Napanee, now Kingston. Mental health and addictions, Stacy, a woman named Stacy, a blonde-haired woman. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Martin, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron. Doctors they've used to help discriminate against me: Dr. Mbimbola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell. Triage nurse Tanya, a blonde-haired woman. Triage nurse David. Triage nurse Terry. And a paladin security guard they have working there. He is approximately 25 years old and roughly 400 to 500 pounds. There is William Billy Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North. There's Blair Hardy. There's Tyler Lake. There's Jay Van Alstyne. There is a guy named Ray here in town with a white deaf pit bull. His roommate Sam. Hope Mills. A woman named Michelle. A woman named Allie Cooper. A woman named Kim Delarosable. A guy named Bucktooth Bob, most likely lives on Bridge Street here in Napanee at the rooming house with Allie Cooper. There's another guy named Mike. He's a homeless guy. He lives in a tent or a trailer here. There is Destiny Larrabee Gilchrist. There is Crystal Larrabee. There is another guy there that's with him. He's a big guy, fat. There's also another guy that hangs around with Tyler Lake at 34 Water Street. He is fat. He's scruffy, approximately 30 years old. He's homeless. He has meth scabs all over his face. And he is also using R&M on me at nighttime. This piece of shit dude is using R&M on me to sleep with me. There is also Maggie Falls, who is a drug trafficker and an undercover. There is Bert Hustler as well, who lives with Robert. Can fuck, can kill, can get away with it. Badge, gun, money, family, town council. You are human traffickers, human sex trade slavery traffickers. You are guilty of financial thefts and frauds. You are guilty of stalking, kidnapping, medical blacklisting, lies, medical file falsifications, cover-ups, medical treatment refusals, arrest refusals except for on your victims to deflect the crimes. Using your badges, your positions is how you are human trafficking. I am the victim of identity theft. I am the victim of brain injury. I am the victim of skull splitting. I am the victim of body mutilations. I am the victim of kidnapping. I am the victim of sex assault. I am the victim of financial theft and frauds. I am the victim of identity theft and frauds, and I am the victim of attempted revenge, retaliation, murder for speaking O.P.P. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police crimes. Their human homeless trafficking out of the Morning Star mission, the human homeless exploitation or exploiting homeless and poor for monetary gain. You're guilty of having my mother stalked through William Wooldridge. You are guilty of having my mother stalked through Blair Hardy. You are guilty of having them use remote neuromonitoring on my mother, and because of her age, the EMFs and the radiation that's caused from it gives tumors, giving cancer, causing death. It was with intent. He was stalking her. William Wooldridge was stalking her. He was even calling her mom. The reason he was told that me and him were switched at birth, he also believes that he is my dad, and he also believes that he is Harry Potter at the same time, and who knows how many other people. Blair Hardy, he is on welfare. He drives around in a Mercedes. He's most likely hiding out in Toronto or on Center Street and Thomas Street, or with Sam Wood, because that's the last place he went to. Here a couple months ago was the last place he was seen going to. Meanwhile, and he's supposed to be allegedly in jail on drug charges, but yet he is the boss and co-offender to and with and for these cops here in Napanee. What has taken place with me is how O.P.P traffic, how O.P.P frame, how O.P.P murder their victims for revenge retaliation. This has been going on since 2019. I am the end of my bloodline, and I am being mentally fucked up. I'm having trouble thinking. I'm having trouble moving. I cannot go to a hospital. There is nothing that I can do about this, for the simple reason is the hospital here, doctors are involved and been involved in helping commit with negligent intent and covering up this crime against me. These people all work for William Bill Wooldridge, who is alleged Hells Angels leader and Banditos Ontario chapter they are involved with. So the drug trafficking, the human trafficking, the human sex trade, slavery trafficking, stalking children for pedophilia, sex slavery, adults to sex offenders. You're doing it through using remote neuromonitoring, which is an implant, microchip implant, that basically fucks a person's nervous system, which enables for a person to be mentally fucked up. If I am not talking about this or thinking about it or showing this, then everybody gets away with the crimes that they are guilty of. All anybody has to do is look at my videos from yesterday and a couple days ago, and they will see 100% differences in my video. One day my ear on this side is sticking out, and then the next day is back in, and then this day is normal, and then it's stuck out, and the top of my head goes flat, and the back of my head has been completely flattened even more from being deformed. So congratulations to everybody. This is what happens in Napanee when you speak up and try to save lives from Ontario Provincial Police and Lennox and Addington County General Hospitals, who are nothing but organized criminals. They've even had me charged to deflect the crimes against me, using their badges, using their positions, using a justice of the peace to make accusations about sex assault, being high on marijuana and hallucinating it to obstruct for cops. All these people are conveniently unarrestable, untouchable, because they work with and for O.P.P, the ones named. They get paid approximately $300 a day through O.P.P, and all the drugs they want, all the heroin, the fentanyl, the crystal meth, the crack, the cocaine, and the meth, all delivered and from O.P.P. They are the drug cops. They are the ones that have the access to these drugs for these people. I'm being mentally fucked up right now. I feel nothing in my head. I do not feel thoughts. I do not feel consciousness. I am going on autopilot, and I have been for the last few days. I have absolutely no feeling in my head whatsoever. Just radiation, or just like an electric halo, and the spot on the back of my head is getting serious burning. My skull's been split, my brain's been split, and this is how I am being deformed as well from all these bastards who are high through O.P.P drugs and using the remote neuromonitoring on me, completely deforming me and fucking my brain up. And this is in hopes that I forget about this and not talking about it anymore so it goes away. Luckily, there is no help for any victims of O.P.P in Livingston County General Hospital doctors in Napanee for the crimes that they are commit against their victims with inmates, sex offenders, human traffickers, and killers. You're guilty of ending bloodlines. You're guilty of murdering my mother as well. This is how you make your money. You mentally fuck people up. You commit financial thefts and frauds. Illegally locking people up through this, framing people. There's probably not a single person that's been arrested by these cops that's been legal, and they've probably been trafficked using their badges and positions to try to make it look legal. Anyway, if you like this content, hit that like button, share, subscribe, be safe, love all, hate none. Watch yourselves, your children, and your parents.